I don't think Christopher Nolan can make a bad movie. So I saw Dunkirk today, and this is one of the more interesting war movies I think I've ever seen. I've seen a bunch, like I've seen some of the classics, like Saving Private Ryan, Black Hawk Down, that sort of thing. And this is told in a very interesting way, and kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing, but overall it's still an enjoyable movie. I'm just going to cut to it. I really, really enjoyed this movie. I like the acting was great, and one thing I've always noticed about Christopher Nolan movies is that I don't know who his cinematographer is, but he does a very, very good job. He does a very good job making this movie look beautiful. Oh, it was gorgeous to look at. It was one of the clearest and most crisp movies I've ever seen, and I also got helped by the fact that I saw it in 70 millimeter as opposed to, the normal. So like 70 millimeter, basically what it is, it's basically a more wide stretched version of the movie, and it kind of cuts out like all the headroom and all this stuff down here to get rid of some unneeded space. And it also increases the resolution, and it was really nice to look at. What other than made this movie good is that it was one of those movies that could tell a good story through the use of very little dialogue. I mean, very, very little dialogue. I think for the first 20 minutes, first 20, 30 minutes, there's really barely any words spoken. You can tell through their facial expressions and the action around them that kind of what's going on in the movie. Now, what are some of the problems with this movie? Well, the story isn't 100% coherent. It just is not coherent at all. And that really kind of detracts from the movie. I kind of understood the story for the most part, but a lot of people I know that will watch this movie aren't really going to understand what's going on. And that can be a problem, because an everyday person won't be like, okay, what is going on here? Why is this happening? What's going on here? And it doesn't make the movie bad or anything, but it really can take away from it. It can make the movie kind of suffer to some degree. Also, I think maybe 2 or 3 character names are said throughout the movie. You don't even know the main characters' names. I mean, they're really the only actors at least I recognized were Cillian Murphy, Tom Hardy, and Kenneth Branagh. And that's really about it. I mean, Cillian Murphy and Tom Hardy, they're kind of Christopher Nolan staples, kind of like Johnny Depp to Tim Burton and Leo DiCaprio to Martin Scorsese. But I mean, they do just fine. Tom Hardy plays an airplane pilot, because basically the thing about this is that it's 3 stories all converging into one, and all starting at different points and all landing at the same point. And it's done very interestingly, and because that's the hard thing. It's a lot of people they don't understand what's going on. Well, it's 3 stories colliding together into an event on an island called Dunkirk, where a lot of soldiers are trapped and they're trying to get off the island. And one story is these 3 people they're taking their civilian boat and going to Dunkirk to try to pick some soldiers up and take them back to England. Another story is a soldier, don't know the actor's name, the character's name is never spoken. It's about him just trying to get off of Dunkirk. And then the third one is about Tom Hardy, who's an airplane pilot, trying to shoot down enemy planes and trying to land in an area where he can refuel. Now, from what I've seen, the reviews have been fairly positive. One of my favorite reviewers didn't like it, but me, I actually really, really enjoyed this movie. Now, like I said, I listed the main problems that I have with this movie, and other than that, I think you might enjoy this movie. So, in the end, I give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. Things I have to take away from it is that the storyline is a little jumbled, and you don't know anything about the characters, which makes it hard to sympathize with them. I sympathize with Tom Hardy because I like Tom Hardy as an actor. And that's really about it. I don't have much to say about this movie that hasn't already been said. It's a very, very good movie. If you're a fan of war movies, I think you'll like this movie. If you're a fan of Christopher Nolan, I think you'll like this movie. So, in my mind, you should definitely go see it and go check this movie out. Alright, thank you everyone for watching my review. If you want to watch my last one, it is over here. And click my face right down below and subscribe. That'd be awesome. I upload at least once a week, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!